Hey, hey. Look, Tracy, I'm wearing your t-shirt. Isn't that amazing? So many new things happened to me this week. Or not happened to me. I made happen. Um, First, let me get out of the way. A new computer chair. The other one, my girlfriend was scared that I was going to fall at some point. It was kind of broken, tilting on one side and the other. I could just like swing like this. This one here is better, more comfortable, more. Is it what would be the word? Ergonomic, better for your spine and all that stuff. Better for your back. So it's a better chair. It was on Amazon for on sale, not too expensive, and it's camouflage colors. Tracy was first. Thank you for being here, Tracy. Maureen Washington was here as well. Second, I don't know if she's still here. Hopefully, she still is. Matt Rogers. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Jody Swanson. Hi to you too. Yes, hit the thumbs up, everyone. It really helps my channel. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, your t-shirt. Hello, Destiny. Thank you for being here as well. Yes, I love my new chair. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, she does care. She was being scared. At some point, she was scared that I was going to hurt myself. And I mean, why would I hurt myself? I struggle getting up my chair because I'm getting old. My knees are killing me sometimes. Hello, Randall. Thank you so much for being here. BB Kearns Alden Homestead. I know how to say your name properly now. It's awesome. I'm still here. Sorry for spelling your name wrong, Remy. No worries. Everybody does it. It's not a big deal. As long as you know that it's Remy. So what else did I get? I got a greenhouse. It's built up. It is, I mean, the frame is up, the plastic on top of it. The only thing is, I wanted to find a place. I had a place in mind at first, but I was afraid the wind was going to take it away. So I want to have it closer to my house. And by having it closer, it's going to be easier to water the garden inside. Also, it's going to be easier if I want to put rabbit manure inside. And it's going to be easier for me to make sure there's no snow on top of it in the winter. So I'm going to have it right behind the house, right next to my rabbit. I will show you a video in the upcoming days, weeks, whatever. I am so far behind on my videos. I have like 4 or 5 videos to edit. I just don't have time right now. Everything's just happening at once. I also want to make some videos for the global gardening and homesteading community. I literally just didn't have time. I need to, tomorrow morning, I'm going to go keep an eye on the animals, spend some time with Selch. Probably is going to be on his property. So if there's anything I can do to help him out, unless it's really cold, it's supposed to be cold and raining. So if that's the case, I'm going to start measuring the inside of my greenhouse. I have the woods here. My dad brought the lumber that he had from his balcony last year. I mean, it didn't cost me a thing, and it's in great, awesome, sweet condition. I will make some raised garden beds inside my greenhouse. If I can get that done and ready in 4 hours, it should be possible to do. But if I can have that done before noon, I will go get my dad's trailer and I will go get some more compost. Hopefully, I have a good tarp here that I can put on the bottom just to make sure that the compost doesn't fly away and fall in the little holes in the trailer and all that kind of stuff. and I will be shoveling that in the greenhouse. Might have to do it by hand, but I have a wheelbarrow. Might save me some time. But if I could have that done and be able to plant by Sunday, it'd be great, because I have some tomato plants, some pepper plants that need it. It just needs to go in the garden, in the soil somewhere. The community garden is planted. I have my aisle and my mom's aisle. They're both fully planted. I have about 40, 50 tomato plants there, maybe 30 pepper plants. I planted some carrots. I know the carrots, zucchini, squash, they grow great, so I planted them there. Beans, I have 4 different kind of beans. And at home, I planted everything that was already started other than tomatoes and peppers. Well, I still had some tomatoes and peppers here, but I mean, um, I planted some celery, some squash, pumpkins, a few of those that were already started. I also planted some corn at the community garden. I also planted some, what else did I plant there? I have everything that goes in the ground here. Potatoes is planted here. Radishes, beets, rutabaga. Um, what else? Onions, garlic. I thought I was going to lose the garlic I had, and luckily for me, it seemed like it's growing now. I bought a nice chair, but after a while, I got to get up, and my back kills me. Yeah, this one has a little pad in the back here that I can bring up or down and set it up properly according to like what I need. It's a little bit small, but so far it looks very comfortable. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, Luca. Gamer. Does it say gamer? Anyway, thank you for stopping by, for supporting your dad. It's Father's Day this weekend, isn't it? Yeah, Sunday. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I went to a local nursery not too far from here, about 10 minutes from work. If you've watched a few of my short videos, you probably saw a few things. What amazes me is that it was close. I didn't know that it was, well, I knew that it was there. I just didn't think it was that big. It was huge. They had, I counted, I think it's 6 greenhouses, at least 20 feet wide by, I'm going to say 100 feet long. 6 of them were, well, 5 out of those 6 were simply flowers, perennial and annual flowers. And then there were one that was just tomatoes and cucumbers. I think there was another one that was strawberries, other tomatoes, and stuff like that. So there might have been 7 greenhouses. It was so big, so huge, it confuses me when I start to think about it. They had a bunch of plants, perennials, shrubs, bushes, all around, like outside of the greenhouses. They had some fruit trees in the back, plus all other kind of trees that you want to have. Spruces, pines, maple, all that kind of stuff. It was not expensive. It was decent price for a local place. It's called Man's Gardening. It's a nice old couple that has that place, and I might have talked about that in my last live stream. I also went to the other local nursery that I knew about, Belanger Landscaping. I wanted to, I don't know, I had some time to spare and I wanted to go and take a look at what they had. Um, she sold me a Canadian rhubarb, which is like regular rhubarb, except the leaves are um, maple, in the shape of a maple. I also bought. Well, she gave me, literally gave me, uh, some rutabaga that she had started. They were just about this big. I will see tomorrow if they're survived. I planted them, and the next 3 days it was so warm. I think I might have lost them. Um, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. It's been raining since, so maybe it got back up. Um, and then a colleague of mine was telling me that she went to the farmer's market, and at the farmer's market, she found out that there was another nursery um, in a small village about 5 minutes from here that I didn't know about. How did I not know about this place? I don't know. I called the lady. I asked if I could go take a look. I said I only have like $7 on me. I'm not gonna go for too long. Um, but that lady was so sweet, so nice. Um, it was it was a place, a land that belonged to her father, and she has been running the land since her father passed away. Um, she does that for fun. She had a bunch of different things that I never seen before, um, like an hybrid of plums and cherries. Apparently, they're called chums. Great name. She has some kiwis that grew so much that it took over her little shelter that she had back there. Um, she had this amazing food forest. I want to go in the summer with the kids, um, just to see what it looks like when it starts to fruit, when the fruit starts to pop up. It should be great. Um, she also gave me some chives, rhubarb, and I don't remember the name of that little thing there. It's almost like onions. They're smaller onions. Um, don't remember what they're called. In French, we call them échalotes, but I don't remember the name in English. Love the land every day. Thank you so much for being here. Um, what's the name of that thing now? Anyway, she gave me a bunch of stuff, and I really want to go back there in the fall. She didn't want to sell me the fruit trees. She was afraid that they were gonna die, so because of the heat, and she asked me if I wanted to go um, back later, maybe in the fall, and get some of those trees. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait a little bit. My father-in-law um, ended up with his father's property after his father passed away. My girlfriend's grandfather passed away sometime this winter or last winter. I think it was this winter at some point. And on his land, when he grew up, they had some red currants, gooseberries, and rhubarb. He told me I could go and get everything I wanted because obviously he doesn't care about that stuff. He didn't want to keep anything. Um, so we went there. We looked for the red currants. Um, he told me that it was behind the old barn, but the old barn was down. So I'm pretty sure that it is gone, buried under the old barn. But I was able to find some rhubarb. Now, the rhubarb was so big. Once again, I made a little short video on it. Um, I picked half of one rhubarb. It took all the back of my Jeep. That's how big it was. I was able to transplant it on my property at 6 different places. And just with the branches, the stems, the leaves that broke, I harvested about 4 pounds of rhubarb. I went again Thursday to harvest some more rhubarb, and I harvested another 4 pounds. Now, my goal with the rhubarb is to mix it up with strawberries and make some strawberry rhubarb wine. That's what I want to try to do. Harriet Hanabo. Harriet, is that how you pronounce your name? Harriet? Thank you for being here. Watching from Uganda, Africa. Awesome. You must be late there. You're what, about 3 hours ahead of us, maybe? Is it midnight or 1 a.m.? Last Saturday, the kids, the 3 youngest one, and my girlfriend decided that we were going to go do some yard sales. 3 a.m. there. Okay, so you're 6 hours ahead of me. Nice. You must be tired at this time. I know at 3 a.m. I'll be sleeping. I'm probably going to get up around 7. So, so yeah, we decided we wanted to go and do some yard sales. Sorry. Unfortunately, there was nothing interesting. Sometimes you can find amazing things, gardening stuff, preserving stuff, mason jars, rakes, shovels, stuff that's in good condition for very cheap. This time we didn't find anything at all. So since the kids were a little bit disappointed about not finding anything, they didn't even find toys or things like that they wanted to buy. They had their own money. So I figured I was going to spoil them a little bit, and I brought them fishing. There's a little stock pond there. They have rainbow trout and brook trout. The deal I had with them was they were allowed to fish 2 trout, 2 rainbow trout, 2 brook trout, and there was a pond in the back that had bigger fish, anywhere from 1 to 6 pounds, which is huge. I've never caught fish that big, not even in a stock pond. So they were allowed 1 in that pond. We came back home with about 20 pounds of fish once they were gutted and everything there. 2 of those rainbow trout were 4.5 pounds. So the kids enjoyed. We were supposed to go back tomorrow morning with the 2 oldest ones, but Anthony has to work, so we will push that until next weekend. I will focus on the greenhouse tomorrow. Yes, wine. Who doesn't like wine, especially homemade wine? What else did I do this week? So, like I said, the community garden is all planted. The small garden I have down there is all planted. I even have some. I have a blank. Asparagus. I have some asparagus I purchased from. There's this mental hospital right next to General Hospital where I work, and they make the patients do some gardening. It's a very, very good thing for them. And what they do is they sell all the plants they have. So I ended up with a bunch of asparagus and a few tomato plants. Everything is planted. Everything seems to be growing well. I finished the little greenhouse that I have. All my my fruit trees, berries, everything is transplanted where it's supposed to be. Everything seemed to be doing well. There's only one of my trees that I purchased, American hazelnut, that seemed to be struggling a little bit. I don't think he's gonna make it, but everything else is doing great. I found some strawberries that they have pink flowers. So of course, when the girls saw that, they wanted to buy some. Um, so I did. It was 25 roots for $30. I bought some. Hopefully, they'll make it. Some of them were already starting to germinate, to sprout. Um, Last time I checked, they were still there. They were still going strong. I just have to make sure that the mice issue, the rodents, stay away from my garden. I'm gonna have to put some traps, something. I wish I had a cat, but then again, the cat could probably go in there as well and do his little thing in there and use it as a litter box. So that wouldn't be more advanced. What else did I do? I got my chickens and my turkeys 2-3 weeks ago. They're growing so fast. I have this big feeder, and I put like half a bag of feed in the feeder at a time. Um, it's crazy how big they grow, how fast they grow. After it's been 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, they're already the size they were 2 years ago in the middle of July. So that's 4 weeks earlier. Imagine they're 5 weeks old right now. At that speed, they will. I will have to put them in the freezer. Um, Second weekend of July, maybe. It's usually second weekend of August for me. Um, so, hopefully keep doing this way. You're a machine. I'm not a machine. I'm growing more food, but if you notice, my videos on YouTube are not as there's not as many videos as there was last year. I think last year I had about 60 videos in 3 months. I think I have, if you don't count the shorts, because the shorts are all little pieces of videos from my regular videos. Regular videos, I have one a week. So, I had to leave the editing a little bit to focus on the garden. Hopefully, I'll have more time to do some editing. Plus, it hasn't been too nice outside. So for me to bring my laptop at work to do some work on my breaks, if I take my break at my computer desk to do some personal work, the bosses won't mind. But people will still come and ask me questions. The phone's still going to ring, and I'm not going to be able to work. So I take my laptop usually, and I go outside when it's nice. But it's been raining for almost 2 weeks straight. So can't bring the laptop outside. I purchased a lawnmower, the one where like the ones you have to push. I have a little tractor lawnmower, but it doesn't like you can't really drive around the trees and the bushes without hurting the trees. So I wanted to have something that I can go around a little bit better. So I have a new lawnmower. I bought one of those tomato paste, tomato sauce maker. I'll be able to make some spaghetti sauce and salsa a lot easier. Everything was purchased on Amazon. I also bought one of those. I think it was Hickory Croft Farm that showed me that one juicer where it's like a barrel and you put the apples in and you turn a little thing and it crushes the apples and it makes juice. So I can't wait to try it out. You can take the apples that are not really good looking, just remove the part that's not good, put it in there, and get yourself some wonderful juice. What else did I get? I bought some. I bought a silage tarp. Um, these are about. It was about $300. I'm struggling every year with the weeds in my garden, and even if I get a guy to come and do the tilling, to try to kill a little bit of the stuff that's in the ground, um, it doesn't do any good. So I will put the tarp in the fall, remove it in the spring when I'm ready to plant. Well, we have too many choices. Getting food into the ground is far more important. Yeah, it's true, but I wish I could be able to show exactly what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I have some videos done. I just don't have time to do the editing. Hey, speaking of the devil, speak of us and we arrive. Awesome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, the fruit press. I don't know if it's the exact same one you have. It was on sale for like 170, something like that. 239 for 170. So even if I have to do more than one batch, I also bought. I ordered some empty juice bottles. You're supposed to be they're made especially for juice, so I'll be able to do my apple juice, put them in those bottles, and freeze them. I might have to use some mason jars as well. Um, you can preserve juice very well if you freeze it. I have so much grape trees, grapevines. Hopefully, um, I will have some, maybe not this year, but next year. The red currants, black currants, white currants are growing. Um, I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna have enough to try. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make a decent harvest to do like jam or jelly, but I'll be able to at least try it. My ascaps, honeyberries are growing well. I'm gonna have some blueberries as well, some raspberries. I already harvested some cucumbers. I purchased some plants at the nursery, put them in my greenhouse. I have one more cucumber that I can go pick up in the morning if I want to. What else did I get? Trying to think what else I got. Give me a sec. I will. Orders. Oh, I bought some. A grafting kit. So sales keeps telling me that I should start grafting apple trees and stuff like that. A great tool to have as you have some great apple trees to collect from. Yeah, and I have this thing here, little pole that I can go and harvest the apples from way up in the tree. It was an awesome deal. Yeah, even if it's smaller. I don't know how big it was. Do I have it here? It says that it's 18 liters, almost 5 gallons, 4.75 gallons. So I don't know how big yours is. I bought another dehydrator. The one I had at home was an old model, and it was hard to get the replacement parts. I also bought one of those it's called a grass whip, double hedge serrated sharp steel blade. So the grass that I don't want to cut because it's too much trouble and it's pointless, I'll be able to go in the middle of the summer and just use the whip and make myself some hay for my rabbits. The grafting kit comes with the tape, the rubber band, something to cut branches if I want to prune the trees. It seems pretty decent. It wasn't the most expensive one, but it was definitely not the cheapest one. It was only $35. So we'll definitely do a video on it, and you guys can take a look at the stuff I have. Arriving Sunday, arriving tomorrow. I also bought the new canning Belnadin or Ball canning book. The second one that they got out. I bought myself a GoPro with the accessories. So this is something I'm looking forward to try as well. We just tried a couple ASCAPs tonight, planted them this year, and had never tried them. Very tasty. And the thing is, they're very, very tough. They will do better in the cold climate that we're in. They're a little bit, they're not as sweet as blueberries, but they will produce more on the long run. That's what I understand anyway. And I guess it takes a good 4 to 5 years before they really get going. Mines are year 4. I might be able to finally get some this year, enough so we can try. In the past, it was only like 3 or 4 berries a year. So try to get everyone in the family to try it out when it's just like not enough for everyone. Hopefully we can try it this year. Hello, Dave. Thank you so much for stopping by. Just got in from outside. Is it cold where you are? Usually we get the weather you guys get, but the next day, not Dave, but maybe more like Chris and Steph. What you guys have in Ontario, we get a few degrees variation the next day. So if it's raining there, we should get some rain. Although this year seemed to be weird. Everything is so different. While you guys were struggling with forest fires all over Canada almost, here we were almost in the flood. It had been raining for 2 weeks straight. I think we saw the sun a little bit today, but just like for an hour or two. I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Ours is bigger. Ours is 8 gallons, and the second one is 12 gallons. Sometimes we don't have that much, which makes it awkward. But we hear they last a long time. You talking about the Hascaps or about the fruit presser? Hello, CR. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing great. We just had torrential rain an hour ago, almost 2 inches. Wow. We've had that for the past 3 days, I think, like raining bad. You look at the rivers, the streams, the brooks around here, everything is like the water's brown, and the water's probably like a feet higher than it is supposed to be at this time of year. Okay, you're like the trees last for a long time. The thing is about them is that it's the first fruit you'll get in a season. Well, it should be the first fruit. You might get something else, but for me, it would be the first fruit you would get. I harvested a few radishes already. I planted them in my greenhouse beginning of May, and I was able to harvest some in the past last couple of days. So it's pretty awesome. 18 degrees now. Rain yesterday. 35 degrees next weekend. We're going to need all this water and rain, in my opinion. Yeah, you guys need it. We don't. We don't. We're flooded here. We just can't wait to get some sun. If it keeps going like that, we'll have the same problems we had last year. All the fruit trees will just go bad. They'll, too much moisture, too much humidity. All the apple trees were all like the apples were brown, mushy. They were not good. I should harvest about 50 pounds of apples on my apple tree here. Well, the big tree, I didn't harvest a single apple last year. So, I'm hoping it doesn't do the same thing this year. Although, on the bright side, all of my apple trees had a bunch of flowers this year. Sorry. If all the flowers turn out to be an apple, I'm afraid that my trees are going to break. They have some tiny branches, probably smaller than my little finger, and there's about maybe 10 apples on each. I'm sorry, there's something going on upstairs. I'm trying to hear what's going on. Hopefully, it didn't break my. Hopefully, it didn't break my lawnmower. Let me just check. I'm just gonna text my girlfriend to see what's going on. All right. So, what's going on for you guys? Barely hear it? Yeah, you don't, but I do, and I'm afraid that something's wrong. Hopefully, like I just got the lawnmower today, and hopefully it's not broken. Hopefully nothing's broken, and hopefully nobody's hurt. Talking about being hurt, that little shelter or turkey coop that I built in 2020 was made out of pallets. I had some chicken wire on it to make sure the turkeys could not get out. And with everything that happened with the village, I had to move my turkeys somewhere else. But the little coop stayed there. It was just a bunch of pallets. It started rotting, so I figured, it's time we take it out. We wanted to take it out, put the wood in the pile in the back of the property where we do a little fires. When time comes, if we want to make a nice little fire. Sorry, I dropped my quartz. If we want to do a little fire, we'll have some wood to burn. And this is where I will be putting my greenhouse. The soil will have turkey manure. I intend on putting the rabbits there in a little bit, just so that they can eat the grass. While we were removing the pallets, one of them slipped. Anthony was holding them, and it slipped in his hand, and a piece of the wire cut his finger bad. All right, so everything's fine. What was I saying? Yeah, where the turkey coop was, I want to put my greenhouse there. But yeah, when the pellet slipped, it sliced his finger bad. He's 15. It's not like he cried or anything. He was just like, "Oh, that hurts." I'm like, "Okay, well, it's bleeding like a lot." Um, we try to clean it. Just a little bit of water was just blood. um, I'm not going to go too much in details, but after a while, he was able to stop it, and it hurt so much during the night that he couldn't sleep last night. So he slept pretty much all afternoon. He did his last exam today, so he's done school for the year. Yeah, he told me that everything's fine. That's what I was just talking to him. Was just making deals with or bets with younger ones, kids. It rained out west. It's raining here. It's been raining here for the past 2-3 weeks nonstop. Hello, Huga Homestead. Thank you so much for stopping by. Houchin, yeah. Hold hand on top of head. Yeah. I've done that about, well, I think it was 2 years ago. I don't know if I can show you on my finger. It's not my middle finger, by the way. It's this finger here. I don't know if you can see here and here. No, maybe I can't show it properly. Anyway, I was after I got my moose in 2021. Well, it wasn't my moose; it was my mother's moose. They don't know how to open the animal once it's down, so I did it. But it was, they got the moose just before dark. So by the time we got there to help them, we were hunting too. We had a tag too. Um, it's an hour later. My dad was gone to get some ropes, to get the four-wheeler, to get it out of there. I'm there trying to do what I have to do with the moose. My mom is there with the phone, my brother with a flashlight trying to see what I'm doing. And then I just go like try to remove um, the belly, and it's just like, oops, I can't do that anymore. Um, so my dad, which I still don't understand how he's never got at a moose. He's been hunting since he was maybe 15 years old. Um, he is 60. He's turning 65 in less than a month, and he tells me he's never got at a moose. Well, there was the first time for everything. He had to do it. I told him step by step what to do, and he was able to do it. But it's kind of cool that I'm the one showing him what to do. We have drought. Oh no! Hopefully you'll get rain soon. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully we get some sun soon. Let me check the weather just for fun. Okay. Let me just check the weather. Weather network. So right now it's 12, feels like 11, and that's Celsius, which is still pretty cold. Tomorrow, okay, we should not get rain, but it's going to be 14 Celsius, 40% probabilities of rain, but clouds in the sky. It's going to be raining again on Sunday. We should get about 10 milliliters of rain. Monday, it's changing every day. Monday, I guess we're not going to get rain, but it should be cloudy. Tuesday should start getting better and warmer. Wednesday, we have 27, feels like 31. Thursday, we have 30, feels like 35. And next Friday, we have 31, feels like 39. Our our AC machine is broken, and we still didn't get our heat pump. So it's going to be a very, 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 very warm day in the house. I have a feeling that a lot of fans are going to be on. Might have to sleep in my car with the AC on. But anyway, it's going to get nicer, so it's all good. Going for a drive now. The crops are up. Maybe Bruce, Peninsula, or Georgian Bay. The van wants to go somewhere. Awesome. Have a safe trip, and don't forget to take some videos. I never have cool stories like that about my scars. My story would be like I staple my finger. um, there's always something. once you like, I'm clumsy like that. Not clumsy, but there's always something happening. I was trying to cut a little piece of wood a while back, and it slipped, and I ended up cutting my finger with the saw. Um, I think I chipped the bone a little bit. It still hurts, and it's been like 10 years. Um, it's not fun. You're lucky you don't have stories like that. So it would be around 53 Fahrenheit. That's tonight. Hello, Tiffany. Thank you so much for stopping by. 21 Celsius now, and this week 30 Celsius. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to get here as well, in the 30s next week. I'm buffering again. Oh no. So I'm gonna have to. I don't see it there. Usually I see something. Maybe it's only on your end. From what I can see, it's fine here. Um, Lucas is my son, by the way. He's watching me from upstairs. It's fine on your end. It might be only on the TV or on his iPad or whatever he's watching on. So, what else do I have going on? I'm gonna be grafting apple trees. I'm gonna be grafting pear trees probably. I also have. Oh, I want to go in Sarah's property and get um some of the wild rose uh, bushes. I want to make some rose hips, and for that I need to have some rose trees around. So this is something that I intend on getting maybe tomorrow. I will have to go to a Ticat game. Go Alouette. I don't watch Canadian football anymore. I used to watch it back when Anthony Calvillo was a quarterback for Montreal. But since then, I mean, I don't watch much sport lately, to be honest. I'm too busy with the garden, and when I have some spare time, I try to catch up on some YouTube videos, which I never have time to do. Ugly Dog Lures, thank you so much for stopping by. I think I was on one of your live streams the other day. I'm trying to remember. I saw your name before. I'm probably sub to you as well. Let me just double check. I think I am. Yeah, okay. I am subscribed to you. That's awesome. Okay. So I have to catch up on some of your videos as well. Okay. What's going on with you guys? Anything interesting? I like CFL when it was free on CBC. You can't watch the games for free anymore? We have it on RDS. You can probably have it on TSN. It rained here. Now getting late day sun. That's nice. And we're middle of June. And to be honest, I don't remember seeing one single June bug yet. Not sure what's up with that. Not that I mind. It's a good thing. But the mosquitoes are bad. And it's not only the mosquitoes. You have the mosquitoes, the black flies, the little tiny ones there, the little bugs. All three of them at the same time. They're like you hit one, oh, it's a mosquito, and then boom, oh no, it's a fly, and boom, oh no, it's one of those little ones. I'm like, what's going on? They're all over the place. Things have been crazy busy here. Hoping the rain stops tomorrow to keep going with fencing. Also, you're fencing for your sheeps? Top chat. Let me see all chat. Oh, mosquitoes. Those are mosquitoes. I can't see them in the chat there for some reason. I had to go and put like all comments. We have a ton of fireflies right now. It's been a long time since I saw some of those as well. We'll see some, like, especially when we go to the beach for bass fishing. We'll make a little fire, and as soon as it gets dark, we leave. But by the time we get back to the van and pick up all of our stuff, the fireflies are out. So then, next to the beach, we'll see them. But at home, we don't see them anymore. I saw dragonfly, which eat mosquitoes. We don't have much of those yet. They usually come a little bit later. Right now, we are sorting herbs for dehydrating. Our dill and mint are growing like crazy with this cool weather. My mint, I was expecting to have my mint, like, it's fourth year now, I think, or third year. I was expecting my mint to take, like, boom, just explode. And I'd be able to go and harvest mint right now. But it's not what's happening. The weeds, dandelions, are taking over my mint. So I'm hesitating to go and cut it up because I'm afraid if I take the weed eater to go in there, I will touch my mint, and I don't want to do that. So I don't know if I just let it be, and hopefully the mint will take over in a few years. Chris would be the guy with the answer, I guess. Yes, for the sheep, well, sort of. We have to put up a fence to keep the neighbor's cow off our property. Oh, really? They're going on your property now? Is that in the back where you have your orchard? You have some mint there. Nice. I planted some wild ones last year. I think it's still growing. I have some chocolate mint, peppermint, spearmint, and I bought some mojito mint, apple mint, and strawberry mint. And what's it called? What's it called? Something 8. Chocolate 8. 8. Chocolate 8. Not chocolate 8. Um, those chocolate that taste like mint? Um, what's it called? Anyway, I have some of those as well. Well, you need our mint. We will send you with some. We'll send you with some next conference. Awesome. The mint should take over eventually. Okay. Well, if it should take over, I don't mind. Like, they're not too far from my garden, but they're below a hill, so it would need to go up a hill to get in my garden. Plus, I will put a tarp on the garden every fall until spring. So I don't think that the mint can take over my garden. Yeah, that is where they're getting out and in our pasture. That sucks. And the neighbors, I'm guessing they're not very cooperative, or are you lucky enough that they go and pick them up when you call them? Nice. And you're on Team Aquarius, are you? That's awesome. You're on my team. Yeah, I have one in the greenhouse right now. It's about 8 inches. After 8, yeah, that's the one. After 8 mint. I knew there was an 8 in there somewhere. I bought one of those plants. Animal thing, cattle versus sheep, like the old west. I've been using sunflowers here to break the clay and absorb the extra water. The neighbor sees it as free food. They were out 3 times last week. Doesn't matter how many times we ask him to fix it. And what would you do if you decided to put your horses there or your sheeps? Like, I mean, I don't like neighbors like that. I've also got 4 spaghetti squashes bigger than my fist two, again from plants that I planted 3 weeks ago. Nice. You didn't start them 3 weeks ago. You transplanted them outside 3 weeks ago. All right, Randall, thank you so much for stopping by. It's 10 p.m. here anyway, so I will not be too long. I'm never too long lately, unless I have someone here up on screen. I make a little update on what's going on, what's coming up, and then I'm out of stories, so I just go. Spaghetti squash. I think I still have a few ones. I still have one here. I don't know if it's still if it's not rotten, it should still be good, right? Like it's still in pretty good shape. They're supposed to last for a long time. This one here as well. No mold. Still in very, very good shape. And I have another one. I have a few ones up there actually. I didn't check them in a while. Maybe they're all rotten and no, they're still good. Look. Oh, not this one though. This one has to go. Yeah. Thing is, that's the only place I have to store some of the stuff. But I keep forgetting about it when it's there. Did I ever show you this? I don't know if you can see the colors. Maybe if I put closer, you can see the colors. This is my logo. That's the gift from Angie and me in New Acres. It's so pretty. I love it. I have to find a way to put it somewhere where I can see it, where you guys can see it. You're on Team Will It Grow? I thought Robert got you in the community, and now you're on the other team. Well, good luck. No, just kidding. We tried running electric fences for the horses over there, and Scout ran through it at night and trashed it all. As don't electrify it at night. Homesteading drama. Yeah, the ones that are back there, they're still good. If they're not rotten, they're still good. The one that's black down there will go for the chickens. It will not go to waste. It will go for the chicken. I could put it in the compost, but I will leave it for the chickens. We had a bunch of squash go bad about 2 weeks ago when the temps really changed. Felt bad that we didn't use it. Yeah, it's just something that we forget about. We'll think about, I have mackerel here. We'll think about the carrots, maybe a little bit of the beans. I have some more cans here. Like if something happens, I have a lot of food. But it's not something we think of. I even have some vegetable soup, some chicken noodle soup. Beans and tomato sauce. I ate some of those the other day, and it was so good. And I thought I had none left, and I bought more, and I still have some here. I have some more beans here, maple style, which is pretty amazing. So I will have a poll to go pick up some apples. I will have fruit presser to make some juice. I also want to make some wine. I will have something to make tomato paste, tomato juice, tomato sauce. I'm getting there. I'm getting all the tools I need. Anthony farted. It smells really bad. Well, I'm glad that he's upstairs and now down here. Squash matter too. Yes, squash matters. Go squash. Robert had his chance. Yeah. I am more advanced in my weight than I was last year. But then again, there's a lot of things that happened by chance last year that may not happen this year. All right. Thank you for stopping by, Chris and Steph. Have a nice weekend, and I will talk to you guys at some point. We have to catch up. We have to talk more often. We talk once a year at the conference. We have to do chats a little bit more often. Yeah, I am about 50 pounds ahead of what I was last year at this point. Now, last year I was lucky enough to get about 100 pounds of striped bass in a whole season. If I don't have someone taking me on a boat this year, it's not going to happen. Last year I ended up with about 125 pounds of moose meat. Sorry, about 100 pounds, just the moose meat itself, plus tenderloin, the heart, and stuff like that. So maybe we won't get a moose tag this year. Who knows? We have 7 people applying together, so hopefully one of us will get it. But we just never know. But I have 20 extra meat chickens that I had last year, and from what I can see right now, they're going to be bigger than they were last year. Last year I had 23 chickens, 22. I ended up with 22 meat birds, and it was 105 pounds. I have 40 meat birds, and I'm hoping to get at least 200 pounds. And that's just the chicken itself, like not counting the liver, not counting the heart, the gizzard. The gizzard and the liver, I will give it to my friend. They're helping me. My friends are helping me. I give them that part of the chicken. We don't eat it anyway. I'm thinking about keeping the heart this year. Something I want to try. I have more rabbits in the freezer than I had last year. I planted more tomatoes, more peppers. Hopefully, I'll get more cucumbers. I want to do some more foraging than I did last year because I know where a lot of the mushrooms are right now. So hopefully, I'll be able to harvest more. I want to go do some more trout fishing. Maybe I can get a few more pounds there as well. I'll do like I did last year. And if it's a good year with fruits, I will get more fruits than I did last year. I need at least like 5 pounds of strawberries, 5 pounds of blueberries. I should have some elderberries from my trees, from what I was told. I'll have some currants. I can have some more rhubarb later on. I have some chokecherries that I want to harvest this year. I also want to harvest some, rose hips, things like that. It's all free food, right? And there's a few more things that I think I can go and harvest. On Sarah's property, there are some cattails, and I really, really need to make a video on cattails. It's something that I want to try. I've been wanting to try it for a long time, so I'm hoping that this year is a year. Got a slide too. All right. Thank you so much, CR. Thanks for stopping by. So usually I have Lynn stopping by. Patrick is stopping by. Tracy's not talking much. I don't know. I don't even know if he's still there. He might be lurking in the background somewhere. I know Robert and John are a little bit more busy than usual. John is probably still lurking in the background somewhere. Um, I know the boys are busy trying to support everyone. Sometimes Danny from Cajun Hydroponic will stop in as well. Um, yeah, he's probably lurking in the background. Even Marilyn is usually here. She's receiving family for the weekend, so I'm guessing that's why she's not here. Hello, Wendy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Nice to have you here. Tomorrow morning, I need to go to the farmer's market. And the reason why I say I have to go is because there's a lady there that sells homemade tea, and she's selling for someone else. She's not the owner of the business. The business owner was at the Homesteaders Conference in Ontario early May. And I promised her I was going to go and talk to a guy at the farmer's market that harvests shaga. She wants to find a supplier for shaga. Um, she talked about something like 5 kilograms per month, roughly. So if the guy is willing to do it for a few years, I have the lady's contact number, and I think her name was Barbara Jean. Is it Barbara Jean? I think it was Barbara Jean. So I need to hold on to my promise and go talk to that guy. If he says no, well, he says no. If he says yes, I'll get them in contact with each other. It's still going to be fun to go see the lady that sells the tea, and I'll be able to tell her that I spoke to her boss. I met her in Ontario, which is pretty cool. The thing I like to buy the most when I go there is a local honey. There's a company in Charlotte, about 10 minutes from my place, where they do the bee, like they have bees and they do their own honey. I'm wondering if I could get them to make a video for me, or I mean, I would make the video, I would film, but if they would allow me to go in there and do like a little tour of what's going on, that could be something interesting. I will also, in the near future, do a little update on Sarah's property. He's got the new garden going, and I know Wild Edibles told me she would help me identify if it's really goldenrods growing in the garden or not, but it's all over the place. It takes over so quickly. It's insane. So hopefully I won't have that issue here. I think, Sal should buy a tarp and just kill the weeds that he has there. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Um, One of those weeks. I usually sleep well, and for some reason in the past week, it wasn't the best sleep I've had. Um, it happens. It's nothing happening in particular. It's just either too warm or you move too much or something happens or you need to pee or that's another thing. I've been drinking a lot more water lately, and it feels like around 4 or 5 a.m. I need to get up and go to the bathroom. So, all right. Well, people are not too chatty tonight, which is fine. Gonna give me a reason to leave early, I guess. So I will say hi to everyone. Not hi, but bye to everyone. Take care. Hopefully, I'll be able to do another small live stream on Sunday morning. Coffee drink. If I do, I might just last for like 30 minutes. I need to start getting some more guests up here. It's easier when I have someone else to talk to. I have some people that told me we're interested. It's just a matter of getting things organized. By the way, Jack and Lindsay from Ren's Homestead are so close to be monetized. If you have time, and if I have a moderator, maybe I even have. Okay, I'll go get the link. They have an amazing editing, video editing skills, and they need some watch time. So there's a link. If you have some time, go watch some of their videos. They are amazing, amazing people. They're smart, they're nice, they're funny. You will learn, you will enjoy. Just sit there and watch. Like the storytelling is just great. So there it is. Go and show them some love if you want, if you have time. All right, I will try to put some more pictures and videos for my members. I keep saying it, but I keep forgetting, and it's time that I start getting some more things out there for all of the followers. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice evening. Good night. Enjoy whatever is left of your day, wherever you are. And thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you next time, and I will leave you again with some music. Take care.